Hi there, if you are watching this video, it means you wish to learn more about Juggernaut tanking or Guardian tanking, depending on your faction. Obviously, I do not have a level 60 Jedi Guardian, so I'm doing it from my Juggernaut perspective. Sadly, I really don't play my Juggernaut anymore because I main an Assassin, but I still have this one in 186 gear, fortunately, which is not great gear. But as you can see, I was trying to stack as much defense as possible with, I can't remember the exact stats. I will post it in the comment description video for this after I find out from talking to our main tank, well, the off tank in our raiding guild. He mans a Jug and he knows the stats better than me. All I know is the basic rotation. But always make sure you go for your 6 set bonus as soon as possible. Because crushing below increases damage reduction by 2% for 4 seconds. That's really good. Your upgraded, I can't even remember what it's called, Laundering Assault. Why do these people make names so annoying? Your August Assault, or whatever you want to call it, your upgraded ability, you get at level 10. Reduces obviously your single target taunt and challenging call, which is your AoE taunt. And then number 6 increases the duration of blade turning by 1.5 seconds and increases the duration of invincible by 3, which is really good. It's like, don't play it Jug tank much, so I don't really get to play. The relics I obviously use are reactive warding and shield amplification, but chances are I'm using a wrong one because they're both absorb. One is, yeah, reactive warding I should not have because it is a wrong relic. I can't remember the other one. It's a defensive one that increases 30% chance to proc and you take a lot less damage, obviously, which is what you need as a tank. Obviously, I can't really show you on this one because the gear is crap. I am obviously using 192 best in slot. Don't think I have any other ones. Don't have any 192 gear because I haven't gotten that far into the game. But obviously, using 192 token gear is always going to be better than 198 comms gear. And I mean it. It is very frustrating when you come across in Group Finder a Jug tank or a Guardian tank that has 198 and thinks he's the main tank. It's hilarious. Well, oh, that's the kind of the gear side of things now. If you're watching this, you're obviously familiar with this. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did in my Assassin video because I'm too lazy to go back and change it. Your utilities, obviously you can change per fight. This is kind of the one I use because I mainly solo on this character just for the fun of it. But you do need this one. Intimidating Presence, or I can't remember what the Guardian one is called. Force Charge finishes cooldown on Distribution, which is your uh, Interrupt, which you need. And Saber Reflect lasts 2 seconds longer, and when in tank form, it generates a lot more threat. A high amount of threat on all engaged enemies within 30 meters of activation. So, as you can see, I have a Warzone training dummy. The only problem is, though, I don't have very many key bindings on this character, so it's going to be really frustrating for me to do. But I will give it a shot nonetheless. I'm going to set my taunt there because obviously you use taunt a lot as a Jug or a Guardian because they don't generate threat as much, but they can take as much damage as they can. Obviously, Saber Reflect reflects all damage to the attacker for 5 seconds. Really handy on hard mode Torg with the turrets. Just pop that and they all kill themselves. You're laughing. Quite funny. Saber Ward, obviously same as deflection basically, and you absorb 25% of the damage from force and tick. Last 12 seconds. Endure pain increases your maximum health by 30% for 20 seconds. This is not as good as people think. If the healers are a bit busy healing DPS and you're running low on health, you pop that, basically, and they then have, from the moment you pop it, 20 seconds later, the healers have to come heal you as fast as they can, which is really funny. And obviously, if you're running even lower, you pop Enraged Defense. Gives you 12 charges of it, and it lasts 15 seconds. Whenever you take damage, you get healed for so much damage. This ability can obviously be used when you're stunned or otherwise controlled, but cannot be used above 70% health. So once you start dropping and you're about, I would say, 50 to 45%, pop it. Especially if you know you're about to take big damage. You can take pop it as well, it doesn't really matter. And then invincible, the oh shit button, just all damage taken by 40% for 10 seconds. Quite handy, I will say that. Obviously, as you can see, I have my Warzone trading dummy. I would use the Operation one, but I don't like the fact that they have a companion standing in front of it, and I don't like that companion. Another notable note, I will use Jason, which did have gear, but now doesn't. I will put guard on. What this will do is, I have the rule of 2. Increases armor rating by 15%, that's me, and your guarded when your guarded target is attacked, your movement speed is increased by 30% for 6 seconds. This is really handy, mainly because if, it's in big AoE damage fight, like walkers, I know, if a guard, because it's a AoE cleave and stuff, and everybody takes damage, when your guarded target takes damage, you get a speed increase. You can't really complain. They don't draw as much threat, you get speed increase, everybody's winning. But basically, how I like to start on my Jugg tank, and obviously take this as you will, use Force Charge, Rage Filler, Crushing Blow, Retaliation. I use Backslab because it's funny. I do Ravage, Saber Reflect, do a couple of basic attacks, mainly so I can Force Scream, since it's a weird one that only procs. And obviously, if you're wanting to throw targets around, use Force Push, Choke, Taunt, kind of basic. I'm sure I'm missing stuff, but then again, like I've said, this is kind of a brief kind of understanding. Obviously, you can start with Saber Throw as well. If the target cannot move, like on walkers, he will not move. The walkers cannot move, they are stationary targets. If you're far enough away, you can throw it and jump, which is also good. Builds up some threat, but Saber Throw doesn't build as much threat as Force Pull does, which is quite funny. Yeah, backhand builds quite a bit of threat, not as much as Crushing Blow, which you want to keep on, and Force Smash as well. I can't remember what that does for a tank. Targets damaged by your smash become unsteady. Okay. That's when you use it. Use that as part of your rotation as well. That's my bad, I didn't show it. Retaliation builds Blade Barricade. Some of this stuff's quite funny. Obviously, if you're getting attacked, you build Rage as well. Force Grip, which just makes you it's a little aggro. Just builds 100 more threat, which is quite good, and you don't need to channel it, so you can just pop it if you want. It's really not that great, but it's kind of fun. And obviously, Force Scream gives you a little barrier that absorbs moderate damage, which is not really as much as you would think. All this stuff is stuff you can go over in your own time, but that is kind of the basic things. You want to be stacking defense, and a bit of shield, and a bit of absorb. Well, a bit of absorb because you always get shield, no matter what, which is really funny. But I will say that's about it, because this is not my comfortable tanking class. I need to change it into DPS and learn how to play that for the DPS guide. But thank you for watching.